Hey community, keep watching if you can benefit from balancing adulthood and your inner child. In this video, I encourage you to reflect inside, answer questions honestly. Think of how you truly felt before and how you feel now with no judgment to yourself. Give yourself space to be real. Now, let's be honest, adulting can suck at times. I mean, at any point in life as an adult, there may be challenges, like caring for children and parents at the same time, going from high school into college, having your first full time professional job during a pandemic, being an entrepreneur and a newlywed. Maybe you're at a crossroad of your life and you're wondering, when will you finally live the life you desire? And you blame yourself because you don't have it all figured out. There is this misconception as a child of what adulthood freedom looks like. And we are slammed with a hard truth when you hit that line emerging into adulthood. That space of emergence can be scary, exhausting, exciting, and irritating all at once for a few reasons. Maybe your security blanket is being wiped away, or now you're forced to know new parts of yourself that you didn't even know existed. Perhaps you feel pressure to conform to a false idea of being an adult. Or maybe it's the fact that you feel like now you must leave your entire childhood behind. I just need you to do something really quick. Go ahead and comment below if you feel like you'll relate to any of this and share it with someone who can also relate. Because as a child, you get the benefit of he's learning or she's just a child. It was a mistake. But it doesn't happen as often when you cross that threshold. I mean, I know I'm not the only person who's wondering, why? To blame society would be oh too easy. So I'm going to press on you just a little bit. Come on, lean in for this one. Have you realized that both you and I are members of that society? Yes, that's right. I said it. We play a role in that unspoken standard that is being lived out so strongly. We are still pumping blood into its heart, man. Come on. Ensure public policy, the law, religion, family mantras, peer pressure, and even the person in the mirror makes you feel like air meter is small. And not to forget, when you are a racial, ethnic, gender, or any other type of minority, that meter range decreases even smaller. And society has a way of making us feel like you don't have any time to figure it out, while all at the same time screaming, figure it out. Like, that's so confusing. It's confusing, y'all. Stop it. It's confusing. And there's no way to live a life of peace in that space. And I can't speak for you, but this idea that life must fit into culture's capitalist machine needs to be canceled. Focusing on fulfilling your life's purpose sounds way more productive to me. And if that is the focal point, we have then the freedom to fully pursue that. Then the world would operate completely differently. Changing this misconception, the toxic expectation, the unspoken standard won't happen overnight. It starts with ourselves, and we must forgive ourselves. And also learn from our mistakes. And this is a lesson that I had to learn. Also extending that same grace to others. Now, don't get me wrong. In life, we need to use wisdom and knowledge so that we can make good decisions. This message isn't to give you a pass or slip ups, to just mess up all the time, but instead to encourage you to reconnect with your inner child. And here's another truth. When we cross that threshold as an adult, we did not have to leave our childhood behind. Now, hold on. Maybe there are parts of your childhood that needs to stay there, and I understand. That's completely understandable. But you have the power to decide to pull on different parts of your life when you want to. And I want to challenge you to pull on that inner child. The inner child that's imagination lacked boundaries. The child that was blameless, courageous, free, and fun. The child that laughed at the small things instead of swelling from anxiety and fear. The child who looked up to others and remained in the student seat to learn, in a position to learn often. The child that scribbled on a paper how they felt truly in that moment. And the child that said, I want to do and I want to be this when I grow up. And it indeed matched with the natural God-given gift. The child who was filled with energy, the one who encouraged their friend, and the one who was in a position to be loved by others. That inner child. And I believe that by pairing your inner child with the older you, the one that's learning to master adult structure, this pair could exchange lessons with one another and begin to balance on that seesaw of life. Now, imagine if we were taught this way back when this all started, how would your transition over the adult threshold be different? How can we teach the next generation to be better if we don't start with ourselves? It makes no sense. And tell me in the comments below, share what you need from your inner child now. And how do you plan to seesaw in 2022 and future years? And if this was helpful, give it a like and share with someone that you think could benefit. Let's stay connected, of course, on Instagram and Facebook at Dr. Blaire. I'll see you in the next video. But before you go, remember, if you're great and I'm great, then we're a great community.